If we compressed the 4.6 billion year history of Earth into a single 24-hour day, what great events would we witness unfold? At 12 a.m. midnight Earth, the only planet in the solar system that harbors life, is born. At 3:08 a.m., Luca, the last universal common ancestor of all life on Earth, emerges. It is a self-replicating organism and the root of all life forms. At 5:44 a.m., the first great innovator appears, cyanobacteria. Through photosynthesis, they convert sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide into energy. Over billions of years of persistence, they gradually transform the face of the entire planet. For the next 15 hours, Earth is dominated almost exclusively by algae. At 8:30 p.m., the first multicellular animal, sponges, comes into existence. From this point on, the era of multicellular life begins. At 9:10 p.m., the Cambrian explosion commences, giving rise to countless new and diverse life forms. In the oceans, the first predators take the stage, marking the start of a magnificent chapter in the history of life. Among these organisms, tiny fish ignite the spark of vertebrate evolution. At 9:41 p.m., the first mass extinction event, the Ordovician extinction, occurs. A large number of species perish, paving the way for the dawn of a new era. At 9:48 p.m., Earth welcomes its first true plants, psilophytes, the ancestors of all higher terrestrial plants. At 10:02 p.m., the Age of Fish reigns over the oceans. Some fish choose to move on to land, founding the era of amphibians and initiating the journey of vertebrates conquering the land. At 10:24 p.m., at the end of the Carboniferous period, the Earth enters a great ice age with sudden climate changes, and the age of reptiles quietly begins. At 10:46 p.m., on the land of South America, Eoraptor, the earliest known dinosaur, appears. From this moment, the legend of the age of dinosaurs unfolds. At 10:57 p.m., the dinosaurs enter their prime. Giants and top predators dominate the entire planet. At 11:12 p.m., within the dinosaur lineage, a unique branch gives birth to the world's first bird, Archaeopteryx. Birds thus step onto the stage of history. At 11:20 p.m., on the land of Asia, Jeholornis, the first true bird, emerges. At 11:39 p.m., the Cretaceous-Paleogene mass extinction takes place. An asteroid strikes Earth, leading to the complete extinction of the dinosaur lineage. Meanwhile, mammals finally embrace an era that belongs to them. At 11:58 p.m., on the African continent, Ardipithecus begins to walk upright, marking the start of humanity's legend. At 11:59 p.m., Australopithecus afarensis, represented by the fossil, Lucy, appears. At 11:59 and 13 seconds p.m., Homo habilis emerges. They hunt, make tools, and have a significantly larger brain capacity, accelerating the pace of human evolution. At 11:59 and 23 seconds p.m., early Homo erectus takes the stage. They may have learned to use fire and make the first migration out of Africa. At 11:59 and 45 seconds p.m., Homo erectus evolves into Homo heidelbergensis, and humans migrate out of Africa for the second time. At 11:59 and 52 seconds p.m., a group of Homo heidelbergensis migrates to Europe and evolves into Neanderthals. In the last 6 seconds of the day, Homo heidelbergensis in Africa evolves into our direct ancestors, anatomically modern humans, Homo sapiens. In the last 3 seconds, Homo sapiens migrates out of Africa for the third time, interbreeds with Neanderthals, and eventually spreads to all parts of the world. The age of humans thus begins.